So today we're going to talk about something that's, well, it's so fundamental to our happiness that we sometimes just forget about it. We're talking about the power of human connection. We're going to break down why it matters so much and how, believe it or not, getting a little better at it can genuinely change your life. You know that feeling, right? You could be surrounded by people, maybe in a busy office, a party, or just walking down a crowded street, and still feel this deep sense of being, well, disconnected. It's a really strange modern feeling. But the good news is there's a way through it. And here's the best part. The answer isn't some complex secret or a fancy new app. It's actually a skill, a tool that you already possess. So that's what this is all about. We're going to break down exactly how to sharpen that tool and really put it to work for you. Okay, so first things first. What are we even talking about when we say connection? Because as you can probably guess, it's a whole lot more than just being in the same room with other people.
This definition really gets to the heart of it. The words to zoom in on here are strengthening, valued, and understood. See, connection isn't passive. It's an active thing. It's about building relationships where you feel like you truly belong.
And this image just sums it up so well. Connection is all about reaching out, building these strong, supportive bonds. At the end of the day, these good relationships, they are the bedrock of our well-being. So what does this actually look like in real life? Well, it can be as simple as carving out some real quality time for the people you care about. Or maybe it's joining a local club or a team. It's about those moments where you feel really, truly heard. It's all about shared experiences and knowing you've got each other's backs. All right, so we get what it is. But why does it matter so much? Why is it so vital? Well, the impact of a genuine connection goes way beyond just feeling good for a minute. It actually has these huge, profound effects on both our minds and our bodies. I love this visual. Think about it like this. Social connection is like a charger for your mental battery. It boosts your mood, it cuts down on those feelings of loneliness, and it gives you this vital support system for when life, inevitably gets tough. And get this, it's not just in our heads. The benefits are physical, like deeply physical. To put it in perspective for you, some major studies have suggested that being chronically lonely can be as bad for our health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. I mean, wow, that's how critical these bonds are. Connection isn't just a nice to have, it's a powerful kind of preventative medicine. Okay, so let's shift gears and get practical. We know what connection is, we know why it's so important, but how do we actually create it? Well, the bridge that takes us from feeling isolated to feeling connected, it's built with one single crucial skill. It all starts with just paying attention. Before we can even think about connecting, we have to take notice. And that means looking up from our phones, from our own worlds, and actually observing the people around us. Spotting those little changes in how they act, trying to recognize their emotions, that is step one. Which brings us to this simple, but honestly super powerful formula. Noticing cracks the door open, but it's that true, active listening that really slings the door wide open and turns a simple observation into a real strong bond. And let me be clear, there is a huge difference between hearing something and actually listening. Hearing is totally passive. It just happens. Sound hits your ears. But listening is an active choice. It's a conscious decision to focus and to understand not just the words someone is saying, but the feeling and the meaning behind them. So the big question is, how do we actually do that? How do we flip the switch from just hearing to actively listening? Well, let's dive into the toolkit. All right, here we go. 4 simple but seriously powerful steps. First up, and honestly, this might be the hardest one in today's world, give your full attention. That means phone down, screen off. Show them you care. Second, use your body language. Lean in a bit, make eye contact, show you're locked in. Third, and this is so important, fight that urge to interrupt. Your goal here is to understand them, not to just wait for your turn to talk. And finally, number 4, ask open questions. Instead of a simple, did you have a good day, which gets a yes or no, try, what was your day like? That invites a real story. And this is why it's such a big deal. When we really listen to someone, we give them an incredible gift. We make them feel seen, we make them feel heard, we make them feel respected. And that feeling, that is the very soul of connection. Okay, we've talked about the what, the why, and the how.
You've got the tools. So now there's just one thing left to do, and that's to actually use them. It is time for the connection challenge.
So here is your mission, should you choose to accept it. Think of one person in your life right now. Could be a partner, a friend, a coworker, a family member, and just make the choice today to truly actively listen to them. Not just hear them, but really try to understand them.
Because that's really all it takes. Seriously, one single conversation where someone feels genuinely heard can completely change the course of their day, and probably yours too. The power to build these amazing connections, it's right there in your hands. Go on, go start one.